Why I left CE5. Well, actually, I shouldn't say why I left CE5. It's not like I'm leaving CE5, This is not important in my life. Okay, there's alien ships showing up, but what does it mean for me? I'm going to go off and just do Vipassana, or just do meditation, or just do, just follow the Dharma. I don't need aliens. I have my own spiritual path. This has nothing to do with me. No, not quite like that. But yeah, I know what disposition you mean when you say that. I have a few friends kind of a disposition along that general frequency band, but that's not me. I'm like, yeah, aliens are great, or extraterrestrials are great. I would love to meet, an extraterrestrial, but like, no one, at least in the public domain, anywhere on YouTube or TV or anything that is available on, to us, no one has the official privilege to be like, hey, this is my friend, he's an ET, or she, from wherever, and we're doing this thing together, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, I mean, we're not at that point, like, right now. And it's up to us, it's up to us. Like, we have the technology right now, very easily actually, to go up there out into space. I mean, with a few $100,000, you could easily, with electrogravitic principles, understanding a little bit about the science with metals and that, materials. I mean, build an electrogravitic craft that could take you out there. That information is in the public domain. So it's like, it's not these people, I should say, coming from other planets. How is it their job to help us bridge that gap? You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's up to us. I mean, we have the materials, we have the sciences, which just aren't being explored. Everyone's just seems to be only interested in rocketry, and this is not like an elaborate conspiracy like a lot of people are going to say. Oh, if I make a electrogravitic craft and show it on YouTube, I'm just some black ops are going to come and take me away. That's really like a very, very small factor. Like, there's plenty of people on YouTube demonstrating anti-gravity, or there's no like real semantic meaning for that, because gravity is not a thing in and of itself. Actually, there are approximately 7 factors involved in the so-called force of gravity, such as the medium, of which the ambient pressure and dielectric permeativity, the vectors, the displacement, the right-hand rule. I mean, there's like 7 factors that come into play that create this thing we call gravity. So there are actually 7 parameters of which you need an anti for. So there's a decent amount of work that needs to go into engineering, a craft that would just be able to float up out into space without consuming that much energy that we would normally, that say a rocket would use. But we have the ability to do that, and there's so many people, getting very, very close on YouTube and everywhere. So. And then people are going to these CE5s thinking that somehow aliens are going to help us somehow, but that somehow making, we're going to have this like spiritual awakening just because of ETs. Like, if you want a spiritual awakening, I mean, there's Vipassana, there's the Hare Krishna group, there's like mindfulness meditation. I mean, there's Sadhguru, there's a lot of other really excellent gurus in India. There's like Adam Meisner, Tai Chi masters we could go and learn from to understand more about the universe, our body, improve our health. Spiritual cultivation. I mean, we have that already. How do we need people coming from else? Like, how is that? You see what I'm saying? So this, the solution is right here. For example, let me show you here. I'm building an electrogravitic craft here myself. You can see. I've got one of the panels on here. This is the larger displacement condenser to displace the force of so-called, or the phenomenon, I should say, of gravity, which is an acceleration towards a null point. So I'm building a very simple device here actually, which will use the principle of displacement and taking into account the dielectric permittivity of the medium, which is the air, and engineering a asymmetric capacitor, as some people might call it, to create a lower pressure medium above it and a higher pressure medium below it, to make it, to allow it to float upwards and basically allow it to suspend itself in midair, taking advantage of these 7 principles. It would not be that difficult to engineer one of those, 1,000 times bigger, put people on it, go out there. Yeah, there would be a little bit of mathematics and stuff involved, but is that really a challenge for us? It's not, right? So, and like, in a lot of these CE5 groups that I've been to, some people, they understand this stuff, but they don't really, it's not really a big thing. It's more about the spiritual cultivation, which is great. Spiritual refinement is great, but why do you need ETs for that? Like, we got plenty of that. That shouldn't be your reason to do CE5. It shouldn't be. Of course, it's good, but the main reason is it might sound negative that the main reason for doing CE5 shouldn't be spiritual cultivation. But look, there's other things here on Earth that you can go for that. So but ET is not here to is not going to do it for us. We have to do it by ourselves, and the method is with technology and developing it with peaceful purposes in mind, of course. And you flying out there and meeting them and saying, hey, how's it going, guys? They're not going to come down here and land on the White House lawn or land on, I don't know, in any country officially. It's not going to happen. We have to build this kind of vehicle to go out there and meet them. That's the only way. And so it's not like I was like, I don't like CE5, it's too weird. No, it's not like that. And I'll probably go back and do CE5 again. It's interesting. You meet a lot of interesting people. It's a very kind of a mixed crowd. But I guess there needs to be diversity in life. Life would be boring if there was no diversity. So we have to do this. We have to do this ourselves. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like, you could leave me a like, or if you're interested in more content like this, or if you want to speak with me, you can actually have a group discussion about this kind of thing. You can join our Facebook group down there, which is Countdown to Disclosure, and then there's another one called Magnetism in the State of this country here at Denmark, which is where I am located right now. So yeah, I mean this group is kind of, I'm trying to get people together here in Denmark to, so I don't have to be the only one, doing this. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.